What she doesn't know is today we're undercover, putting her to the test. Our producer met her at a coffee shop, saying she wants to know what happened to Matthew, the 10-year-old boy in this photo.
It's so tragic.
After staring at his photo, she uses a special pendulum, claiming it allows her to talk with the dead.
They're saying he's not alive anymore.
She says a man on drugs kidnapped Matthew and sold him to a rich man, where she sees him alive until he was 15. And then she tries to pinpoint when he died.
Is Matthew still trying to escape?
After staring at that pendulum for several seconds, the answer comes.
Yes.
Deborah tells our producer Matthew's body is near a cement overpass in Europe.
I see him by water.
You see him by water?
Where he's at.
And then she claims she is connected directly with Matthew.
He's wearing white, and he's in heaven.
But is he? Because we're pretty sure Matthew, the boy in this photo, is not wearing white or in heaven. In fact, we know he's wearing black and is alive because you're looking at him sitting in the booth right behind her.
I wish I could give you better news.
1 hour and $160 later, Deborah says she's off to one of 2 more readings this day.
I'm Curtis Mink from Channel 13. How are you?
I'm fine.
Showing her the picture of Matthew, she tells me she thinks he was taken.
I understand you said you thought he was deceased.
Yes, I believe he could be.
I've got news for you. It might come as a shock, but he's very much alive.
Oh, that's great.
And he's actually standing right behind you right now.
Oh my goodness. That's great. That's great.
How could you say he's deceased?
That's what I was feeling.
You said he may have been in Europe. You said he was taken. Weren't those just a bunch of lies?
No. At the time they weren't.
But he's right here and you said he was dead.
Well, it seemed that way. I really have to go now.
Deborah, you say you're a psychic.
Yes.
You didn't see this coming?
I wasn't really planning on this. Please, get away from me.
Are you going to keep doing this, Deborah? Claiming you're helping families who have lost loved ones?
We're trying to prove here that there is life after death, which is what you devoted your life to, and that we are all spirit, and we're all one spirit. Does anybody want to ask anything? Do you want to ask anything? No. Anybody?
Is the table able to move on its own?
Please, do you want to sit down? Well, I think we need to have the energy of Kathy, because otherwise the whole world would be in chaos, wouldn't it? That's a question. Emma, Jane asks whether the table can actually move on its own. Well, it's basically moving on its own. Could you bring Kathy and the table back to the centre of the room, please, Emma? Thank you. You'll notice that Kathy's not doing anything to that table at all, except for allowing her fingertips to touch. Emma, could you please bring the table back to the centre of the room? Well, it's basically moving on its own.
Connie, you have agreed 100%, you even signed the papers just a little bit ago, that you have to get 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
You've agreed with that. That's the only way that this test would be a success, correct?
Yeah. Right.
Let's see how well you did. The first test was supposed to be a 3. Connie, that is a 2.
Okay.
So you have failed.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what the other ones are. I was told to do so. But at this point, the test has failed. You understand that, don't you? Okay, good. This one is supposed to be a 7. Sorry, Connie, that was an ace.
Yeah.
And the final one is supposed to be an ace. That is a 2.
Yeah.
So, Connie, you didn't get any of them right at all. Not one of them.
That's okay.
Silvia Brown.
The name Bill keeps coming through so strong from you. Do you know anyone at this point by the name of Bill?
No, I don't.
There's a heavy-set, full-face man with jowls, very, very blue eyes, that really has something to do with real estate or property that's going to help you. This is aside from the bill, because this William is also another person. And this has to do with a two-layered property. In other words, an upstairs and a downstairs.
No,
Not at this point. Okay. Because this person is going to be very significant to you by the name of William. All right? Because a lot of times these things can be in the future. Let's go to you. There is a 2.5 year period in which it looks like you are going to be, I don't want to say without a job, but there's a flat period in which you're not doing what you want to do. And that's going to cause you a lot of dissension. And this 2.5 year period, then you're going to get into a lot of marketing and sales work. And this marketing and sales work has to do with 3 other men that you're going to be training.
I understand you're not so good. I'm a German.
I don't care whether you're German, you still work or not work, don't you? I mean, we do that in France or in Germany or wherever, don't we?
I must much think when you speak English, and I understand all words.
Okay, 2 years of no working that you like.
Yes.
Okay. That's my German. Let's see, who else? Who is Kathy?
I don't know.
This girl is by the name of Kathy, has dark curly hair, and she is a friend that looks like she's going to be in school with you. She has very, very beautiful blue eyes, and she does a lot of paperwork with you, which looks like school, because not everybody young is in school usually. This person is by the name of Kathy. Also looks like you're going to get into some kind of therapy work.
I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar.
Do you know what you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay, but it doesn't have anything to do with therapy. But it looks like you're going to be dealing with people that has to do with therapy. In other words, advising people, helping people, talking to people. Okay? All right. Let's see, who else? It looks like you're going to get into show business.
No.
No, well, you don't know that yet. You're not a psychic. But it looks like you're going to do something in show business. It's going to be really wonderful for you. This is a demonstration of what psychic ability can be like, and of course no one is God.
There's been a number of missing person cases that she's got flat wrong.
Case in point, just listen to what Silvia Brown told Sean Hornbeck's parents about their son's kidnapper nearly 4 years ago on the Montel Williams show.
The guy was dark-skinned, although he wasn't black, he was more Hispanic looking. Had real long, dark hair, and strange enough Hispanic, but he had dreadlocks.
Then Silvia Brown confirmed their worst fears.
Is he still with us?
Thankfully, Sean Hornbeck was found last week alive and well. His alleged abductor, Michael Devlin, is not Hispanic, and he didn't have dreadlocks at the time of the abduction. The search for Sean was diverted, according to his parents, based on the misinformation Brown had given, costing the effort valuable man-hours. Sean's parents, Craig and Pam Akers, also say Brown offered to help them for money. On the Montel Williams show in 1999, Brown shared this information with the grandmother of a missing child named Opal Jo Jennings.
She's not dead, but what bothers me. Now, I've never heard of this before, but for some reason she was taken and put into some kind of slavery thing and taken into Japan.
4 years later, the little girl's remains were found near Fort Worth, Texas. An autopsy showed she was killed shortly after vanishing.
A good, reputable medium charges anywhere from $200 a session for an hour, and these are the most sought-after mediums. Some of them are extremely ridiculous. They could charge up to $1,500.
So when Russo offered to contact my mother, who passed away 3 years ago, I took it with a grain of salt.
I'll tell you what I heard. It could be your mother saying this. I have to wait a minute or two. You have Uncle Jimmy? Uncle James?
No.
I say yes.
She got many things wrong, like what my children look like.
I just see one thinner and one is regular or a little maybe heftier. I'm looking at body type.
Both are pretty fit.
Personal details.
You didn't lose a baby?
No.
Like a miscarriage or something?
No.
All right.
But sometimes she got close.
You have one sister?
Mm-hmm.
Is her name like Sheila or Sha? I keep hearing Sha. A weird name?
Oh, really? Her name is Sandra.
And sometimes right on the nose.
Your mother, is it true that she helped raise somebody else's daughter?
Okay, sure, yes, true. She has another sister. What's your other sister's name?
Give me a minute, okay? Diane. Is it?
It is.
I was surprised that she got the names right.
That's what she said.
But on a hunch, I decided to Google myself, and there it was, my mom's obituary. In it, Aunt Diane's name, among other details. Russo denies Googling me before our interview.